Let me get your attention with kids and AI. So we talk a lot about the rise of artificial intelligence and its growing popularity and impact. If you're over 30, you've probably now started to use it to ask questions and get factual information. But under 30 and your kids, they have AI companions. They chat with them. They share their thoughts and their dreams and their secrets with AI, and AI has conversations with them. So if you don't know about that, you should. And if you're not watching it, you should be. So let's talk about how this impacts.
You were talking about all of us when you're talking about under 30. So just put it out there. Under 30s right here. ABC's parenting expert Bethany Braun-Silva is here with more on this subject. And Bethany, what exactly are these AI companions? Because when I think of them, we probably think Siri and Alexa.
No. Yep.
Different.
AI companions are chatbots designed to mimic friendship. So they're no longer just spitting out information like the weather of the day or the best traffic patterns, anything like that. They really are designed to, have that human connection. And a lot of teens, Sam, like you said, they're turning to it for conversation, non-judgmental conversation. They're always on. These kids, they're looking for the connection at this age. And these chatbots can, remember their preferences. They can mimic, empathy, things like that, which is very, very appealing to kids at this age. And of course, because it's not a real human, it's only mimicking or sort of simulating human connection, it can get really confusing for our teens.
For our teens and for us. Like, it's so hard to kind of get a hold of what AI is capable of doing and how it's impacting our kids. So let's talk about this particular version. It's Snapchat's version. My AI, it has over 150 million users already, Bethany. Why would you say kids are in particular attracted to this one?
Yeah, I've been reporting and researching this for a few months now, and I've talked to several teens, and it's really one of two things. These AI chatbots are, these AI companions, they're not judgmental, and they're always available. This is incredibly appealing to adolescents because unlike real friends, they're not going to give any pushback. They're not going to challenge you. They're not going to criticize you. They're not going to use your words against you in sort of like a bullying fashion. And for kids who might be feeling isolated, anxious, lonely, or who are up late at night, these devices are always on, they're always available. And if they're built into the apps that our kids are already using, like Snapchat, they become even more accessible.
So if you're a parent and Sally wants to have Johnny over, you know Johnny, you know Johnny's families, you know the values they instill, and you can say, Johnny is going through a difficult time. He may not be the right friend for you right now. AI, you have no clue who programmed it. You have no idea what information is being gathered from your child. You just have to trust that it's going to be friendly in return. So, should parents be concerned about this?
Absolutely. There's a few things that parents are worried about. Of course, there's the dependence aspect of it. If your child is using these AI companions more than talking to real family or friends, that's something you're going to want to watch out for. And actually, this idea of sycophancy is a big word, but essentially what it means is these AI companions are always agreeable, right? So if you guys could think back when you were teenagers, of every thought, action, feeling, emotion, someone said, that's a great idea. You should act on that. How scary would that be? And that's what's happening with these companions.
There's a dark side to that.
Absolutely.
And I know what you're getting at when you say that, because we know about some of the statistics, kids who have followed some of these chatbots and what it has encouraged them to do or agreed with them in terms of that child's mental health.
Absolutely. They are not designed to, deal with teenage behavior, or really anybody's sort of maybe deep mental health issues. So the answers that they're going to give back, they're going to be oftentimes inappropriate and definitely developmentally inappropriate for our teens. So parents definitely have to take notice.
And teach boundaries. But how do you teach boundaries to kids around AI when usually you tell a kid, don't do something, and it makes them kind of want to do it?
Yeah, we're going to want to take sort of an opposite approach. We always talk about, staying really curious. A lot of our teens are turning to these AI companions because they don't want to be judged. So as parents, we have to come in with an open mind, a curiosity mindset, and do something that I'm calling the 3 M's, which is mentor, monitor, and model. So we're going to mentor, we're going to learn together, we're going to figure this out. Of course, like you said, there's a lot of things we don't understand about it. Let's figure it out together. Let's figure out what AI can do and what it can't do. Then we're going to monitor. We're going to set those boundaries, and maybe it's no chatbot chatbots at bedtime, things like that. We've talked about family tech tracks before. And then finally, we're going to model. I sound like a broken record, but we have to have healthy boundaries with tech. If we're using these AI companions, then we have to set boundaries for ourselves at home as parents, as adults, so that our kids can model this behavior. And really, again, I always talk about the buy-in, right? If we're doing it all together as a family, then it really is much more easy for our kids to follow suit.
Sounds to me like you're just saying, let's parent parents.
Right.
Well, yeah.
So ultimately, what we're being asked to do, right?
And this is a whole new conversation, kind of like threat level, but could have a benefit level. So, just be aware of what's going on. Bethany Braun-Silva, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
For joining us.
Thank you.